There is something they do not want you to know. One sentence that flips their world upside down. Say it, and you take back every bit of power they tried to steal. It is not loud, it is not mean, but it hits them right where it hurts most. This one truth changes everything. It leaves them scrambling, unsure, exposed. You will see it in their eyes. The shift, the fear, the panic they try to hide. Because once you say it, they know you are not theirs to control anymore. And that scares them more than anything else in the world. When you say, "I do not fear you, I pity you," it hits different. Narcissists feed off fear. They love when people feel small around them. It makes them feel powerful, like they are in control. So when you take that away, when you say you actually feel sorry for them, that shakes them. Pity is not what they want. It is the opposite of admiration. You are telling them, "You are not a threat to me. You are just sad." And that cuts deep. Because deep down, they know they are empty. All the fake confidence, the bragging, the need to be right, it is a cover-up, a mask. And pity pulls the mask off without yelling or fighting. They expect people to beg, cry, defend. But when you do none of that, when you look them in the eye and say you feel sorry for who they are, it is like turning off their power switch. They do not know what to do with that. It is not fuel. It is not drama. It is a dead end. You are not giving them fear. You are giving them silence and truth. That makes them uncomfortable. They feel exposed, powerless. You are not feeding their ego. You are walking away without flinching. And here is the thing. Pity comes from strength. It means you are no longer affected. You see the game. You are not playing. You are not trapped. You have stepped out of their storm and found peace they cannot reach. To a narcissist, that is terrifying. When you say, "Your approval means nothing to me anymore," it shakes them. Narcissists feed on validation. They want to feel important, admired, even worshipped. That is how they survive emotionally. So, when someone stops caring about their opinion, it cuts deep. It tells them they no longer have power over how you feel about yourself. That scares them more than anything. They spend so much time trying to control the way others see them. Every move, every word is crafted to impress or manipulate. They want to be the center of your world, but the moment you no longer chase their approval, they feel invisible. And they hate being invisible. It also throws them off balance. They are used to people walking on eggshells, trying to keep them happy. But suddenly you are calm. You are clear. You are not interested in pleasing them. That silence speaks louder than any argument ever could. You are not fighting them. You are ignoring their tricks. And they cannot stand that. Because now you are free. And they know it. This sentence shows you are building your own confidence from the inside. You are no longer depending on anyone else to tell you who you are. Especially not someone who tears others down just to feel big. That scares them. They realize they have lost their grip, and they do not know how to handle that kind of rejection. Their charm stops working. Their criticism loses its sting. You do not react the way you used to. That confuses them. And when a narcissist is confused, they panic. You become unpredictable to them. And that is the last thing they want. Someone who sees through them and no longer needs their praise. You cannot control someone who does not need you. That sentence shakes a narcissist more than you think. They rely on the idea that you depend on them, emotionally, financially, or for approval. When you stop needing them, the game ends. It is like pulling the plug on their power source. Think about it. If they cannot offer something you are desperate for, how can they keep pulling you in? They bait you with affection, praise, even guilt. But only if you want it. The moment you stop chasing their attention, they start to panic. They lose their grip. They do not love in the way most people do. What they want is control. And control only works if you are still hooked on their validation. But when you grow stronger, when you realize you can survive without them, it scares them. Deep down, they know they are not enough on their own. They feed off your need. Take that away, and you take away their identity. You might notice the shift. They start reaching out more, trying harder, getting louder. Not because they care, but because they are losing control. They may even try to guilt you. Say things like, "You've changed," or "You used to need me." That is the point, though. You did change. You grew. And now they cannot reach you in the same way. They will throw every trick at you, but none of it lands the same when you know your worth. When your peace matters more than their opinion, they lose, and they know it. You see, when you say, "I see through the lies now, and I am done pretending," it hits different. Narcissists rely on confusion. That is their playground. They twist stories, flip blame, and make you question your own memory. And for a long time, maybe you did. You gave them the benefit of the doubt. You tried to fix things. You tried to understand them. But the moment you stop pretending, that is when everything shifts. Because now, you are not playing their role anymore. You are not walking on eggshells. You are not nodding along just to keep the peace. And they hate that. They do not know what to do when someone wakes up. They expect you to stay silent, to keep believing what they say. But when you look them in the eye and let them know you see it, every guilt trip, every twist of truth, every time they made you feel like you were the problem, they panic inside. Not because they care, but because their mask is slipping. Their control is cracking. And trust me, they notice. They may act calm, they may laugh it off, or even try to guilt you one more time. But behind that, they are scrambling. They built this whole false reality, and you just broke it with one sentence. You are not pretending anymore. You are not playing along. And for someone who needs control more than air, that is terrifying.